From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go from LA. Returning it from the 4. And oh, this return couldn't have gone much worse. Out of bounds at his own 3.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. Trying to get it out quick. Oh, Brock, this is short. And that kick gets out of bounds almost immediately. A major miss hit, and that barely got out of the red zone. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The 49ers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Give to Williams from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him on the slant. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great work by the Wisconsin rookie to find the right throw and get them the first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams cut it to a load of points on the scoreboard. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the gun is Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They've got a man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's got a man left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A quarter down, 3 more to go for the... Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Running for the marker with Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a second quarter lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Connection made to Isaac Guerrero. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he'll He'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now it's Purdy. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. Oh, what a stiff arm. There he goes, right sideline. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams double their lead to 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Rolling left, behind some... It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Picked up by the Rams. No one around, he's got space. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Rams boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's complete to Garindo. And he'll go down here at the 16. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. 2nd and 3 now. Running back sent in motion. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
3rd down from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Pretty throwing here on 1st. This throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Great work by the coverage downfield, buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. Timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Moody knocks it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Purdy on first down. That finds Ayuk complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 48. Has him running the comeback. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
From the gun is Purdy. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game.
49ers 17. Jeff Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And he's out a little short of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they'll decline this and take the results. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw now. He'll get this to come. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he gets him around 6 there. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Still sticking with the passing game. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
2nd and 10 now. He gets this one in Nacua. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's stopped cold at the spots. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So we hit the end of the third quarter. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 18. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Returns looking good so far. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
At their own 37-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's going deep this time. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game.
49ers 24. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll find a little room to get this up to the 10. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. Has good room at the 35. Through the 45. Along this sideline inside the 25. Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kyren Williams the touchdown. Point after converted from Cardiac. And the Rams push their lead to 18. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. On target to Garindo.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion. That's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now it's Purdy. Put the body on the line for his team. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down, San Francisco.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. 49ers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw by Purdy. He's got time here, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Kittle brings it in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. To throw again, it's Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Rams get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. His pass caught by Nacua. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And it... LA first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here...
And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams put up even more points in a win. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams grow their lead yet again. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. To throw it on 1st down. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd down, looking for options. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So make a check of that win column for the Rams. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, bro.